Kimberly Ahrens, and I have the pleasure of teaching these students each day along with Alex Morgan. We are both co-directing the 6th grade classes, and they're such a joy to teach. I can't wait for you to hear them this evening. Before we start our songs, I want to do a quick demonstration about what we've learned so far this year. So, in order for you to see their faces first, hold on one second. We're just delighted to share our music making with you this evening. We enjoy teaching 6th grade so much because this is the year that they really get to explore their voice as an instrument. The singing voice is something that students carry with them all the way from birth, before even sometimes when they hear music before they're born. But this year we're really working on making that natural gift into a beautiful, musical, knowledgeable, educated sound. So the first step to success as a musician is to have proper instrument position, which they're demonstrating really nicely right now, I think. Would you show your parents what improper posture would look like, guys? Alright, so thank you. Now you can stand back. We call it first position when they're standing up really tall. There will be times, even last week you found out the first time, throughout the year that they'll be practicing at home. So if you could help them to make sure they have really tall posture, that really makes a difference in their sound, which you'll hear in one second. The biggest difference in sound, though, between, like, for example, elementary school and middle school is the space they use to create really tall vowels when they sing. So vowels, A, E, I, O, and U. In English, but in Singlish we call them A, E, O, and U. And when they're singing, it makes a big difference in their sound. So I'd really like to demonstrate beautiful tall vowels that they've been singing with, and I'll have them show you what they sounded like on the first day of school as well. That was wonderful. So when they came to me on the very first day of school, it really sounded a lot more like the second one. As they're singing tonight, I'm sorry, I keep kicking this, I'm so sorry. As they're singing tonight, if you would watch your student's mouth, their mouth should be really open. I always tell them to check for their space with 2 fingers, put like this in their mouth, and that's how wide their mouth should be open. So when they're at home practicing, you should be watching for that, and I tell them open their mouths a lot of times, okay? The other thing that we do is we talk about proper breathing, posture, and vowels all together. We do lots of breathing exercises for warm-ups. And then another big thing that happens is we expand the use of a tool called solfege that they've been learning if they've been in school in Plano ISD since kindergarten. It's a musical system that helps us to learn music. If you've seen The Sound of Music before, you'll find this familiar. Solfege syllables to learn all of our songs. All of our songs that we'll be singing tonight on words were actually learned with solfege first. The solfege basics were taught in elementary, and we really take it to the next level here. I want to demonstrate what one of the beginnings of our songs sounded like on solfege, and then you'll hear it in a second when we sing it in Spanish. They're able to retain what that melody sounds like when we learn it first with those solfege syllables, and we're also learning to read music by looking at the paper. Then I also want you to listen to their sound tonight, because by the end of the school year, you'll hear a drastic difference in their maturity and sound. They sound amazing tonight. I'm so proud of them. You can tell as well, these students sitting on the front row dressed in black are a group of 7th and 8th grade auditioned students. I wrote it in your program for you, but you should be able to hear just in 1 year or 2 how mature their sound becomes when they have proper musical training. So I hope that you enjoy our concert tonight. We've chosen to do world music. All of our songs are in foreign languages. That's very challenging for students to learn. They sound amazing, and we are so glad you're here. Thank you.